So the corporate weasels of Fender have decided to set the internet guitar community on fire and put them up in arms with their recent shenanigans. Let's discuss.
Day drinking, resist, yeah.
I stumbled onto this without even trying, really. Being made aware of the cease and desist order that Fender is putting out now with independent luthiers and smaller companies and knockoff companies and overseas and stuff about their iconic design of their, specifically the Fender Stratocaster, and a recent court case which they won in Germany, where they took on a competitor who didn't even show up in court. So easy money for the lawyers, I suppose. But now they've taken it a step further, and they're literally sending out cease and desist with the threat to sue to any company that makes anything that resembles their iconic Fender Stratocaster. I'm kind of on both sides of the fence here a little bit, because I get it. It is iconic, isn't the Apple emoji for a guitar, that's a Strat, and I remember drawing them. Well, I should have been paying attention in class. I was drawing guitars. I drew a Strat. I didn't even know what Strat was, but that was just a picture in my mind. So yeah, okay. They did come up with that design, and it's associated with such great players, Jimi Hendrix, Stevie Ray Vaughan, and all that. Sure. All right. But isn't that kind of akin to, you can't call a snowmobile a Skidoo because there's a brand name Skidoo, or you put the patent on how you slice a pie into triangles. I mean, it's ridiculous, really. It's so far past where that needs to be necessary, okay? And even if the company is making a Strat style design but slightly shaving the plane, maybe they don't have this bend here. There's just little things. They're still going after them. And what all these companies did, mostly, because almost as iconic as the body is the headstock, right? And so instead of using the Fender headstock, they made deliberate design changes. For example, this is pretty obvious what this is modeling. I won't mention Fender Jazz or who makes it, in case some asshole suit's knocking at my door and coming and taking away my beer. That'd be awful. But, they changed the headstock enough. That should simply be fine. Like, honestly. And Fender, they're just as guilty too. There's been designs, some early Gibson and some other guitars. I obviously didn't do the research. I'm too busy, But that Fender is, suspiciously copied as well, with enough variations so they get away with it. And even worse, when a company does compete with them with a body style that may be similar but is just a better guitar, like G&L and I'd say Kramer. These are better guitars. So what did Fender do? They bought them out. So they essentially eliminated the competition. Nice, good move, Fender. And here's the biggest thing: it's not so much the price point. Yeah, that's a factor. In today's economy, price points really for everything, including the beer. But it's not so much the price point and the similarity of look, so you can feel like you're playing a Strat, but it's not a real official Strat. But to be honest with you, it's quality control. Fender quality control has gone downhill significantly for quite some time. I am an owner of 3 Fenders. 4 Fenders. One of them is guitar. So I do like Fenders. However, all the ones I have are older. The new ones I've seen, there's issues with the weakness of the knobs. The jack is loose. There's a gap here. There's quality control with the finish. Fret sprouts like crazy. Not the best example, it's fretless, but fret sprouting, necks that are warped, nut misalignment. All these things are standard fare on the Fender guitars that are coming out now. And all they're doing, instead of improving this, is they're putting out the new Ventera series and adding Roman numerals to it and making it color purple and calling it a new guitar. They haven't changed a thing, really. So maybe instead of concentrating and spending all your money on the suits and the lawyers to go after someone to quash your competition, Why don't you spend the money on quality control and bring Fender back up to the name that it deserves? People will pay more for your Fenders if they're good, if they're better than the competition. But the fact is they aren't. So really, Fender, change your priorities. Quit pissing everybody off. Grow a set of balls and make a product that's worth the name that Leo went and tagged on it. I mean, I imagine he's rolling in his grave right now. Although I'm sure his estate and family members are rolling in the bucks. Do better, Fender. Day drinking bassist, rant over.